Sustainable development is defined as development which meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Under the United Nations, there are 17 Sustainable Development Goals, divided into targets which focus on different aspects of people and the environment. This video focuses on SDG 14, Life Below Water. Water ecosystems are under extreme threat through the direct exploitation of aquatic environments, pollution, changes in land and sea use, invasive species and many other issues. SDG 14 focuses on preserving and using aquatic resources in a sustainable way. The Earth is a linked system of both humans and the environment. To balance this system, it is essential to consider the three main pillars of development, which are economy, society and environment. In this video, we focus on 3 of the 10 sub-goals of SDG 14 to illustrate how it links directly and prominently to the 3 development pillars. However, all sub-goals of SDG 14 are important to its overall achievement.
Sub-goal 14.1 dictates that marine pollution should be prevented and significantly reduced by 2025, particularly plastic debris, which remain undegraded for up to 600 years. Most coastal water systems are performing poorly, with no global increase in the Ocean Health Index for clean waters. Since the adoption of the SDGs, plastics in the marine environment have increased. In 2020, there was an estimated 11.6 to 21.1 million tons of the 3 most littered plastics within the top 200 meters of the Atlantic Ocean alone, mainly accumulating within the convergence zones of the 5 subtropical gyres, and an estimated 14.4 million tons of microplastics in the top 9 centimeters of sediment. The COVID pandemic has resulted in budget cuts to recycling and disposal facilities, leading to the mismanagement of plastic waste. This, coupled with an increase in single-use disposable PPE plastics, has potentially increased the amount of plastic debris entering marine environments. To counter the increasing marine plastic waste, many countries have introduced legal actions to reduce single-use plastics. However, effectiveness of these policies ranges from 33 to 96%.
Sub-goal 14.5 states that by 2020 at least 10% of marine areas should be conserved. Marine protected areas aim to conserve ecosystem services and cultural values, but to be a functioning network they must cover all habitats and not only special interest areas, and this can only be achieved where designation is not solely for political convenience. The coverage of MPAs in the world's oceans has increased from 0.7% in 2000 to 7.5% in 2019, and within national jurisdictions from 12% in 2015 to 17.4% in 2019. However, 61% of open oceans are beyond individual national jurisdictions and so are not protected. Despite EU waters meeting the 10% goal in 2019, research shows that 85% of them are failing to achieve effective marine protection. As such, it is recommended that EU decision makers encourage multi-stakeholder participation for long-term management plans of marine resources. Overall, the rate at which key biodiversity areas are being protected has slowed and could flatten by 2030.
Sub-goal 14.7 is dedicated to increasing the economic benefits from sustainable use of marine resources, including fisheries and aquaculture, by 2030. Fisheries can contribute to as much as 10% of GDP in some countries. With increased fish production and distribution, fish supplies have grown dramatically, with an average growth rate around 3.2% each year, outpacing the 1.7% increase in global population. Fish supplies have also increased from an average of 9.9 kilograms per capita in 1960 to 18.4 kilograms in 2009. This is dramatically decreasing natural fish stocks. Ongoing international initiatives seek to increase the economic benefits from the sustainable use of marine resources, including policies that take an ecosystem approach and create incentives for producers and consumers to adopt sustainable practices.
Overall, there has been a lack of progress towards achieving SDG 14 by 2030. The current global pandemic is further slowing progress due to budget cuts in waste disposal, coupled with an increase in single-use PPE. Whilst there has been a rise in protected areas and countries entering environmental agreements, more work is needed and progress in oceanic law will be required to achieve goals and prevent stakeholders from acting in their own interests. Connecting SDG 14 to other SDGs may also help to achieve a wide range of co-benefits and multiplier effects. One example being the link between SDG 14 and SDG 1 of no poverty, where healthy oceans alongside sustainable marine resource use could contribute to the alleviation of poverty whilst enhancing environmentally sustainable economic growth. Effective monitoring assesses current progress and provides opportunities for targeted action. Indicators will be vital for the awareness of progress towards SDG 14 at local, national and global levels.